All right. Good afternoon from Dallas, and good evening in Europe and Nigeria. You are welcome to the Idele-Ero show, and in today's broadcast, we have the members of the Idele-Ero show sitting in the studios. We'll be bringing them your way in just a second. But before that, as usual, we're going to have to do our intro, and thereafter we'll go into the studio proper. Okay? Here we go.
You're tuned into the Joe Brown Idele-Ero Show, the #1 platform where truth meets bold analysis. Every Saturday at 6 p.m. Nigeria time, we bring you sharp, insightful conversations on politics, economics, social progress, and infrastructure development live on Facebook and YouTube, featuring thought leaders and fearless voices. Ambassador Adesu Astaman and activist Black Rice of Sagie, Honorable Chief Tony Negro Erhabor, and your host with the most, Honorable Joe Brown Idele-Ero. No spin, no profanity, just sincerity, integrity, and a commitment to the truth. Subscribe now on YouTube at youtube.com/JoeAero100 and follow us on fo.idele.
And we got more for you. Okay, and here we go. We're going to have to bring in everybody one by one, as usual. And in the meantime, I'm going to bring you another music. Take a listen to the music of our daddy, our brother, the reggae superstar, activist, Black Rice. This is a Motown. Take a listen.
Broadcast, television interview.
This young prince, he became a king of Ebuare the Great, and Emota was immortalized. That's how Emota found to stay.
right. We are still waiting for the other guests to show up in the studio. In the meantime, I got a couple of them already seated, and I'm going to be bringing them your way in just a second, okay? But in the meantime, we still have to listen to the music. We have to listen to the music. I have another one here that I'm going to bring your way. It's, we're still talking about the broadcast today. We want everybody to join, come on board and join us. And in the discussion, it's going to be very, very interesting. And it has to do with what is going on in our dear state, Edo State. In our dear state, Edo State. So that we will all be informed of what is going on. And Joe Brown Idele-Ero show, it is where you can find all about the truth that is happening, not just only in our state, all over Nigeria. And if you take your time to subscribe to our YouTube channel and join us every time we come live on the show, you will know what we are talking about. So, and again, I will continue to play the music for you while we wait for the other guests to appear. And then I start the introduction in just a second. Negro, where are you? Are you there? Yeah, sit up, man. Sit up. We gotta start the show.
This young prince became a king of Ewarre Great, and Emota was immortalized. That's how Emota found to stay. Emota, knock away from my, knock away me. Okay, Maria, Eva, Emota, knock away from my, knock away me. Okay, Maria.
You're tuned into the Joe Brown Idele-Ero show, the #1 platform where truth meets bold analysis. Every Saturday at 6 p.m. Nigeria time, we bring you sharp, insightful conversations on politics, economics, social progress, and infrastructure development live on Facebook and YouTube. Featuring voices, Ambassador Adesua Matthew Biki Waifo, Rastaman and activist Black Rice of Sagie, Honorable Chief Tony Negro Erhab.
All right, here we go. We want to wish everyone um, a happy 4th of July, which is the American Independence Day. That happened yesterday, but because we were not in the studio yesterday, so I'm extending that felicitation to everyone out there, all Americans. We wish you all a happy 4th of July. And with that, I'm going to introduce to you my members of this platform today that will be discussing the topic of the day. My name is Idele-Ero, and I want to welcome our own brother and a reggae superstar, well known all over the world for his role, the activist role that he played in bringing justice and bringing fairness to the society. This is the man that you will always see his face out here on this studio on our live broadcast. He is no other person than our brother, Rastaman, Black Rice Osage. You are welcome to the Idele-Ero show, sir. Unmute yourself, sir.
Thank you very much,
yourself,
Honorable.
yeah.
Glad to be here again. It's been a while. And happy listening to the viewers and listeners. Thank you. Great.
All right, and thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you. I also have with me a great man that you will always see his face on this platform because he is a prominent member of this platform. He is a political analyst, and he is a lawyer and a psychologist based in the UK. He is a sociologist based in the UK and a great political analyst, like I said, but he's always going to be here with us whenever we come live on this show. YouTube, Facebook, all social media will be broadcasted live on the studio. My brother here is going to be with us today to discuss this important topic bringing in our state, Edo State. I am talking about the one and only Honorable Chief Tony Negro. Mr. Tony Negro, you are welcome to the Idele-Ero show, sir. Chief Tony Negro. Chief Tony Negro, can you hear me?
Yes, Honorable Joe Brown and viewers, I want to say a very happy new month of July, and a very happy weekend to you all. Thank you very much.
All right, God bless you. And we are going to start. The topic today before us is about the development of Edo State in Nigeria. And remember, we have a new government in place in that state that is like about 6 months old, about 6 months old, and it is led by His Excellency Okpebholo, who is the governor, the state governor of Edo State, and his deputy, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, and all other members of the executive leading the way in Edo State, bringing development to our state as it has never been before. Now, we have a few things going on in our state at the moment. It is cutting across the whole state. We have construction of roads, we have construction of schools, we have construction of the flyover, a couple of them going on at the same time simultaneously, We also have the construction of the burnt urban market that was abandoned. We have that one going on right now massively. We also have the Edo line that has been abandoned for decades, that has been resurrected, has been rebirthed. We are going to bring that one in subsequent broadcasts, but all these are going on at the same time. So I want to invite, first of all, Honorable Tony Negro, so just give us a highlight real quick. What you know about what is going on ground with our new government led by His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Okpebholo. Chief Tony Negro, you have the floor, sir. Chief Tony Negro.
Yes, thank you very much for this great opportunity, and I want to appreciate everyone here present. And you can see that there is smile in the faces of Edo people today, because the Edo people were in bondage for 8 good years. They were in bondage because we got our selection wrong, and we suffered for 8 good years. But one thing is to make a mistake, another thing is to correct it. Now that it's been corrected, and then Edo people have been able to find their ways back to happiness. So, but however, we have the current governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, executive governor of Edo State. We thank God he's here, he's focused, he's dedicated, and he's. But most people wouldn't, or not everybody were really involved in his selection. Before we agreed to support Monday Okpebholo's election of 2024, we saw many things and many qualities in him. We saw in His Excellency, we saw empathy. We saw in him the drive to take Edo forward. We also saw in His Excellency the level of focus that was in him, and so many things we saw in him. But some people were just looking at the other side of the fence. They were talking about PhD before you can become governor. We don't believe in that. If you look at the INEC website, you will see the qualification to run for governorship. The INEC and Nigerian past leaders, they are not stupid. They knew exactly what they were doing. So we didn't want to succumb to all that some people were saying about he has to be PhD holder. He's educated. He's a very smart and very intelligent man. Today, I'm happy for Edo people that Monday Okpebholo has brought smile to the faces of Edo people. And today, we are happy. There's been tremendous improvement in the Edo State infrastructural projects. He has been able to put out very good commissioners in various offices, and most of them are doing very well. And we are proud of them. We continue to pray for them to remain focused on how to take Edo State forward. We are aware when the urban market, was gutted with fire. Obaseki, the former governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, and the urban market is not far from his grandfather's house. In spite the closeness to his grandfather's house, he abandoned that very project. He didn't care about it. He didn't want to even get anything to do with it. But he continued to deceive market women that they will fix it, and that his contractors were coming from Bulgaria. I don't know how long it would take flight from Bulgaria to get to Benin City. He deceived them up to election period, and they all went out, market women, men and women in market, and their family, they all went out and voted against Aswan Ighodalo, because there was nowhere they were going to take that transfer of aggression to. They have to take it to his adopted son, Aswan Ighodalo. They voted against him massively. So today, without fight, without any argument, the market is being renovated now. And we are hoping that we'll get very good results from this in due time. We want to appreciate the governor for all the good work he's doing across Edo State. So we are also going to say very big thank you to some of his commissioners. We have Dr. Padi Yamu, all the good work he's doing for schools, development, everything. We can see them. Thank you very much, Dr. Padi Yamu. Then when we go to Sport Commission, you have Honorable Inabulele is also doing very well in the Sport Commission. There are various tournaments across Nigeria, different states, and our Edo State, as we always say, Edo cannot carry last. They are all bringing good results to the state. We appreciate you. We appreciate your benevolence coach, Greg Kinoba, who is also doing very well in his capacity. So we also have other commissioners like Paul Uhombamu Barrister, the Commissioner for Communication and Orientation. He's been excellent as well, working with us in the diaspora as well to make sure things are in order. Commissioner Uhombamu, we say very big thank you to you for all you are doing for our dear Edo State. So let me pause here for a minute and give the microphone back to Honorable Chief Idele-Ero, the Joe Brown, the great man. Thank you very much. Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you so much, my brother. I love you so much, and I always appreciate you. And you have said it all. The little you have said speaks volume. Based on what is going on ground in Benin City, in Edo State. So basically, we have a lot that is going on. You just mentioned just maybe what people are already aware of, and they also know. But some people don't even know what transpired, how it all happened, and that's exactly what you just mentioned. Now, talking about that, there's a lot of projects that were abandoned during the past administration, which has been brought alive by this present administration, led by His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo. Now, there's massive road construction going on in Edo State all over. I was on ground and happy to just travel out for briefly, and just last week. Before I left, I visited a lot of places, and I saw what is going on in our state. I saw what's going on in our state. So you cannot even tell me, it is not true. It is not true.
I can't hear anymore. I can't hear.
I saw them myself. You can hear me? Can you hear me, sir? Hello.
I can hear you clearly.
Okay. Did you mute yourself, sir? Check and see. All right. Anyway, before you get that fixed, as I was saying, there's a massive development going on. If you go to school, I remember when Oshomole came on board, he came up with the Red Roof Revolution on schools. So, and everybody were happy. It was massive. That was massive. As at that time, we were all happy. But now, after Oshomole, things went back, to the status quo of, dilapidated schools and all that. Nobody cared for maintenance and all that. There was no maintenance. So the children began to suffer again. They go to classes, they have no seat, they have no, the infrastructure was out of place again. But with the coming of Distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo, he started taking shape again. He started taking the shape again. So, and we are talking about not just in the main city, which is Benin City, but you go to other, even way down to the rural areas, other urban cities like Auchi, Ekpoma, then, all over, you can see work going on. So we are not just, this is not a paid program. No, nobody is paying us here. It's not a propaganda for anybody. No. Again, we maintain the truth because this platform is set up to bring you the right information that you need to hear about our state. There is no propaganda at all. We are not here to support anybody because of one thing or the other. No, we are not paid to do what we are doing. So we bring you the truth. Whether you like it or not, you can always verify all information that you hear from this platform. So basically, Honorable Tony Nigo, you hit the nail on the head because these are things that our people don't understand. It is not by grammar. It is not by grammar, but it is by ability. By ability, what you can do. Prove it to us. That's what we need. We want the people to enjoy the dividend of democracy. People came out to vote, and when they see projects going on, road construction, or market construction, schools construction, all of this is what we're talking about, dividend of democracy. Then again, he's handling properly the insecurity that has been going on, not just in our state, that is all over Nigeria, but basically in our state, it is zero tolerance. Zero tolerance. There is no, we do not tolerate insurgents in our state. We do not tolerate things like courtesan in our state. He is doing a great job. Under 6 months, people can now go home and sleep with their 2 eyes closed. So that is what we are talking about. The people need to really be free. This is the freedom we're talking about. So, Chief Toyinigro, I want to thank you so much. And I'm inviting the members of the audience listening to us today to be part of this discussion. The members of the audience, we are inviting all of you to be part of it. Make your comment or give us a call. By the time I make the phone lines open, we will welcome your call. And then whatever you have to say, we'll discuss it right here. Okay? So don't stay back and wait for others to tell you. If you are listening to us, we expect you to make your comment, and we'll bring it right here on the screen so that people will see what you have to say and we will analyze it. That's our job right here. So it's not just us alone. We want everybody to be part of this discussion. Okay. So before our brother, our Rasta man, situate his device, I want to bring in Honorable Chief Tony Negro once again to talk to us about what the people need to hear if they are not aware. That's our job here. Come up with, other things that you think we need to talk about on this platform so that our people will be aware, they'll be informed. Honorable Chief Tony Negro.
Yeah, thank you very much again. We the Edo people, we say no to propaganda in our dear state, Edo State now. There is no more room for propaganda, no more room for brutality, no more room for lies. Because a lot of lessons were learned from Godwin Obaseki's administration in Edo State. He lied a lot, and then he also is very deceptive. In fact, Godwin Obaseki, at a time, he asked all local government aspirants to come forward and buy funds to contest for the 18 local government chairman position in Edo State. Funds were bought on election day, 2 hours before election. He started to call people that they should not go to the various centers and they will not be allowed to contest an election. This is a sitting governor we are talking about. His name is Godwin Obaseki is his name. A crook, complete crook. He asked them not to contest that election. What he did, he selected people into that office in the 18 local governments. At the end, he conducted a kangaroo packaging election in Edo State, which is against democracy. But Obaseki, as a matter of fact, it's a total disgrace to our state. Total disgrace. This is where Aswen Godaro was having problems for when he introduced Aswen. Everybody just thought, oh, the same 10 and 10 pence. The people could not trust Aswen Godalo, especially for the fact that he has not been on ground in Edo State. He only just come into Edo, pick up check, and then go back again to Lagos. He has never been in touch with grassroots politics in Edo State. Okay, so now what Godwin did in Edo State taught many of us a big lesson that we will never allow that thing to happen again in our dear state. Anybody want to contest an election should be given the freedom to do so. So he stole the 18 local government aspirants' money. After the election, he had a meeting with them and said, oh, we did not allow you to contest an election. We are going to refund your money that you paid for the forms. They all walked away, although some people were very rude to him in that meeting in government house. But at the end of the day, everyone walked away. They thought he would refund their money till date. Till this new month of July 2025, Obaseki has not refunded a penny to anybody. Now, I want to go report to tell me, is that a responsible government? Obviously, it's not. This is somebody who calls himself governor of Edo State. So we will never ever allow that thing to happen again. I live in Benin. Even like I moved into home in 2019 and I came back to London in 2024. I came back. So I know everything that is being on. I've been on ground in Edo State politics since 2016. I've been on ground there. So I know everything that goes on there. So Godwin Obaseki, he owe Edo people lots of money. He needs to return their money to them. Because every time his family, Obaseki family, when they get his report or people complain to them, they don't want to know because they have also distanced themselves away from Godwin Obaseki. So this is what will never happen again. In the UK here, in London, the people that decide the election in this country, they are not more than 6 people or 10. They sit down, they look at antecedents, they make laws. I mean, they come together and say, this is where we're going to go. So now we are taking decisions in Edo State. We are not going to give any room to any propaganda anymore. Because I remember when Aswen Odalo first started, he said he's going to make Edo State like a first-class state, like advanced country state. How is that possible, Aswen Odalo? You wanted to sell this bloody propaganda again to our people. And I'm happy you've seen the result of propaganda now. I don't need to remind you of that result. It's right on your table. Go and read it. And you will see that the people are wiser now. So no more room for lies, no more room for criminality, No more room for hypocritical behavior. These are what Edo people have decided not to go with anymore. So you watch the new, our governor now, executive governor, Okpebholo. If he tells you there's a pillar in Ramat Park, you go there, even 12 o'clock at night, you will see pillar there. If he tell you he's constructing road from Uniben to Temboga, you go there, you will see. That's what Honorable Ero was talking about, that everything, every work, he saw them on ground. So Edo will go now for practical governor who say things and we believe, who say things with reality results. That's what Edo people have decided to do now. And we thank you all. We thank the Benin monarchy, who is also very, very watchful of Edo State, in spite the fact that Obaleki wanted to rob him of his father's artifact and the money that came with it. But luckily, he was able to manage his way through that problem. Today, I think he's a happy Oba of Benin now. So that is in the traditional aspect of our discussion today. It's a very brief, to enter into that, but we'll leave that for another day and talk more about that in another episode. But in the meantime, we're gonna say to Godwin Obaseki to please return Edo people's money to them. Anywhere you are hiding, Edo people are there with you. He will never have peace. You need to return the money back to the people. 3 days, was it 3 days ago was his birthday, 68th birthday. It was a very boring birthday. And that birthday is the worst birthday I've ever seen any governor or ex-governor celebrate. People were not interested. Families and friends and politicians, they all distanced themselves away from that birthday. Was a very boring birthday for him. This is because of the bad life he has led.
Was he on ground to celebrate?
What?
Was he on ground to celebrate?
He was never. He's still in hiding. He's still in hiding. Wherever he's hiding, his birthday news came out from there. Because when you hide, you carry your birthday, any sore in your leg, you carry it with you to wherever you are. It must smell out to people. So, so there was no celebration, nothing. Even Okpebholo did not even wish him happy birthday. Nobody wished him. The Benin Traditional Council did not say happy birthday to him, nothing.
Well, how are you going to be celebrating your birthday, in Ascension? I don't understand. You say he wasn't there to celebrate it, and how could people, come out to celebrate with him when he was not even present? That's my point right here.
That is it. 68th birthday was a total flop. He was celebrating from where he was hiding. What kind of celebration is that? It's just like you bury a dead man and the dead man carry his hand up inside the grave. I said he's hiding. How can you be hiding when you have your hand up from the grave?
At this point, let me see. I want to check with our brother, the Rasta man, if he is able to connect with us. So okay. Are you there?
Okay, cool.
Yes, I think you can hear me. I'm hearing you very well.
Okay, now I can hear you. We can hear you very well too.
I can hear you, great Black Rice. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks a lot. handset was acting up, but it's okay now.
I understand. It's all right. It's all good.
We have been missing your sweet talks. Now you are back to us. That's very good news.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So,
You're welcome.
if you are just joining us, you are listening to the live broadcast of the Joe Brown Idele-Ero show. And take a
You're tuned into the Joe Brown Idele-Ero show, the #1 platform where truth meets bold analysis. Every Saturday at 6 p.m. Nigeria time, we bring you sharp, insightful conversations on politics, economics, social progress, and infrastructure development live on Facebook and YouTube, featuring thought leaders and fearless voices. Ambassador Adesua Matthew Biki Waifo, Rastaman and activist Black Rice of Sagie, Honorable Chief Tony Negro Erhabor.
All right, so that was by the way. So we're gonna continue. Now it is time for me to bring in our own brother, whose voice you can never stop, because even if he's faced with a lot of gadgets to stop him, he will always stop. He does all this through music and whatever, he is well known. He speaks the truth. He tells you the way it is, and he wants the people to be happy all time. Black Rice, what would you make you contribute to this topic on ground about the development in Edo State, comparing what we have now to way back the previous administration? What do you have to say with this new government, sir?
Yeah, thank you very much, Honorable. May I call you all honorable because you are not actually the ones who call themselves honorable. They are not really honorable. They are dishonorable people over there, politicians. So we
Black
love
Rice.
So,
Black Rice.
thank you very much, brother. Yeah, give thanks. Yeah, so far so good. This is just the 6th month or thereabout of this new regime, and it's not feeling the people. The people are looking happy, and we have still problems there. We've met a lot of problems. I think it started with the major ones, which is the roads and traffic in the area. We still have a lot to do because governance is not just letting the people, putting a smile on the people's faces. People, when they are driving, they can't drive. They can't drive well. They are not happy, even though they look smiley. Nigerians. I love Nigerians because they suffer and they smile. You don't know whether they're suffering or not. Fella says suffering and smiling. Yeah, you still ask them how are you. You still say fine, thank you, because we are very proud people. We need a lot of things to be done in that benicity. Erosion. Because I can see from the little rain I felt a couple of days ago, people are calling me, oh, some houses, so yeah, no road this way, no road that way. West Sekura Road is no-go area. So many roads like that. When you're constructing road, do a gutter first, where the water, channel the water, the erosion, and let's have a thoroughfare when we drive it. This new regime is just 6 months, like I said earlier, and we're still waiting to see how much he can do. He's doing some clearing the traffic from outside Benin through the city, which is a good thing. And in comparison to what we were having before, that man left a lot of work for this new regime to do. So we are not going to count his leftover on this man yet. That's just 6 months. But we're still asking him to look very well, carefully, the major things that are supposed to be done first. First thing first, you know. And so far, so good. Where the people are saying a lot, and people are still saying, "Oh, more need to be done." You know, here we sit down here. We are here, and we still control and hear what is going on there. You see, I don't am not a politician. I don't really dabble into politics because you know it's just all tricks. But then I suffer from their own mistakes and misgivings because I'm in the society. So whatever they go do wrong there affects me too, or my father, my mother, my brothers, my sisters. You know. So those are the areas where I want things to go well with this administration, this new regime. They are still new. I don't know who is running things, but I can see that he's resuscitating some dead projects, and like the line is waking it up. A lot of things are happening. I know he's still young. I don't know how much the last governor left for him to carry on the work. They never leave it anyway. You know, that's Nigeria's style. You just clear the whole thing and go away. Nobody's going to ask you. You know, I had a song those days over the years. You know, they just come, eat and go, and no probe for their last administration. They don't probe them. So they know what they're coming there to do. That's why they can do election, spend a lot of trillions of naira on election. You know, no, there's no limit. They can spend a lot. Godfatherism and other things, you have to pay back. You see, so that's why I don't really follow politics like that in Nigeria. You know, so my brother, man, just I thank you very much for the little one I can say for now. You know, so I just leave
Thank you
you
so
guys
much.
to deal with that. You know,
You know, whatever, you just say it's little, but it's not because people are listening to you and you are saying the truth about what you know that is happening on ground in our dear state, Edo State. Basically, you don't lie. Everybody know you, and because anything that has your voice is always associated with the truth, and that's why we are very very proud of you, sir. You are very right. The politicians, they kind of you can call it what you want because you say they politicians. Yes, because a lot of truth is involved in the word politics. Anyway, but we cannot run away from it because the people, I mean, the life has to go on. Life has to go on, and people has to follow the rules. And that's why we have an organized system that is what we have now as a democracy, so that people can follow the rules and there will be no chaos in society and all that stuff. So basically, uh, we uh, we are here to say the truth. We are here to tell people the truth about what we know. And you have said it also. We really appreciate you. A
thank
lot
you.
left behind for this administration. You all know that. There's no doubt about it. It's always like that. So, and because of that, this man has a lot of challenges. He has to deal with those things that were supposed to have been done in the previous administration, and to also deal with his campaign promises that he promised the people. So you can tell that there's a lot for him to handle. So, but still, he has not, he's not running away. He's working on it. He's working hard. 6 months into an administration of 4 years. And we just hope that he's able to deliver so that people can trust him and give him another chance to make 8 years. So basically, we know that to govern is not an easy thing. Everybody knows that to govern is not easy. But some people who speak from, who are out there, they just look at it from the outside. They don't know what's going on within. So you can't really tell of the challenges the man and his government are facing right now. So basically, we're gonna encourage him. We're gonna, encourage him and try to, kind of lift him up whenever he's kind of a little bit down. So we have to lift him up. Lift his spirit up. Let's give him that courage. That, hey, come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. That's what we ought to be doing, so that he can actually perform and deliver his campaign promises to the people of Edo State. Now, I'm going to bring the microphone over to our brother, Chief Honorable Tony Negro. I wanted to speak, okay, now specifically on the upper market. You mentioned that earlier. I'm going to bring that now. The upper market was burnt down. It was got fire, like you said earlier, and the government, the previous government, openly made the promise that it was going to rebuild the market. As a matter of fact, to even the model state of the art market was going to be built. But and the people were happy hearing that. It ended up to be a false promise, false propaganda. What some people would say, political statement. I mean that yes, you tell the people what they want to hear, but you do something different. That's exactly what happened that time. Now, my brother, Honorable Chief Tony Negro, what do you know on the progress of that market right now? What is going on? What are you hearing? Or what have you seen if you have happened to have been there? So what are you hearing? What are the people telling you about the latest of the rebuilding of that urban market? Because that one is very, very significant, in any government that is unable to provide, market for the people, then that government is, they have no place anyway. When you talk about credibility, anyway. So basically, what can you tell us of what you're hearing about the market, the progress made so far? Honorable Chief Tony Negro, you've got the floor.
Thank you very much. And urban market, as we all know, is the central market in Edo State. And that market goes with a lot of historical events that goes with that very particular market. So the importance of that market can never be overlooked by any sensible Edo person. When that thing, the fire got to the place, Edo people were very sad about it. We all know things happen. There are times shopping centers, even in the UK, can be victim of anything. But about here, he continued to lie to Edo people, he continued to deceive market women, he continued to deceive unions in anything relating to that market being brought back to a good state. Now, the people of Edo can see that prompt action from His Excellency, which Edo people now Edo are changed to Akpaku Rescue Governor. So he's currently working there. Work is ongoing, and I'm not quite sure when completion will be made, but the work there is ongoing. And I can tell you that my last visit to Nigeria, I was in that market. I saw the improvements in that market. So it's not just on rehabilitation, it's also on the fact that he's trying to even improve that market better than what it used to be. So I think this is something Edo people are very happy about, and they can now see what capital government means to them.
Yeah, when you say practical government, and that is the slogan we gave to this government at the beginning from this platform. It originated from here. That we did a broadcast, if you remember, about that.
Yes.
That this is
Yeah.
practical governance versus the MOU. Remember that. So when everybody talk about practical government now, practical governance, it was, the origin from the Idele-Ero show. That's what we kind of attached to this government. Yes. So basically, we know that when things are going on well and the people are happy, we have to, rejoice and associate with that. And that's where we are right now. Basically, there's no importation of contractors from anywhere. Everything is done locally. I understand what happened in the previous government that our votes were just good, but the patronage wasn't good enough. We were not good enough now for jobs that were done at all. Even the innovation that was carried out, we were not. Our people were not carried along. So, but this time around, everything is done in the open eyes of the people. That's why we call it practical governance. So, basically, there's nothing to hide. There's transparency. There's a high level of transparency in this government. You can always go and verify. Again, like I said, this is not a propaganda platform. No, we are here to say it the way it is. The good things that was done in the previous administration, we have talked about that in the past broadcast as well. And we'll continue to say it if people challenge us. And we'll talk about it. There were some good things that was done in the previous administration. It was just not good enough to make the people happy. That's one thing. Because government is a very big entity, So and whoever is piloting the leadership of the governors got to know what he or she is doing. If you do not know what you're doing, you have no idea of what you're doing, then you are just shooting yourself for failure. But whereas if you really know that you are in bond with the people, you are connected with the people, and you know what the people need, you know what they are suffering. That is somebody who can deliver. I tell you, because if you are not if you are not among the people, you have never been among the people, and you don't know what they need, how are you going to be able to provide for them? So, so all that you're going to be doing is just like a waste of time because the people will not appreciate because you don't know their needs. That's exactly what's going on right now. We are witnessing a practical governance, and that there's also a high level of transparency in it. So, but if you doubt it, verify any information that you hear, or if you do have anything that you want us to talk about on this platform, don't hesitate. Just send it across to us. We will put it up as a broadcast live here on the Idele-Ero show. All right, now moving forward, we talked about the urban market already, and we touched Black Rice touched on the road, the state of the road at the moment. That there's still a whole lot of places where there's flood whenever it rains. In Benin City, in particular, he was just concerned about Benin City. Yeah, when it rains in Benin, they see a lot of places that is being flooded, as a result of the heavy rain. But again, he was challenging the government that what they need to do is not just tying the road, pouring asphalt, on the road just like that. There has to be a way to channel the water, out of the way so that there will not be flood, and then there'll be a free movement, free traffic, and all that. By constructing a gutter, that can you know transport the water out of the way. The gutter leading to a very maybe to the river. We have a river in Benin, for example. Uh, then you can channel all that water into the river so it can continue to flow on their own. But again, we need a government that is practical, a government that actually is going to show concern. That's the government that will handle this project of making the road, motorable and accessible to the people. So basically, we have touched on those two things. Now, I'm going to ask, what do we know about the security level in Benin, or no, in Edo State generally, at the moment? We will talk about that briefly and then maybe touch a little bit on health and education, just briefly. I'm going to bring in our brother, Black Christ, to tell us if you have heard anything about insecurity so far, because we know there was a time we were hearing about these Fulani herdsmen invading on our territory, in those states. But some people said no, that wasn't true. It was just a mere propaganda and all that. Some people say it is true that it has been witnessed in some areas in those states that there were some areas where people can no longer go to their farm because of the presence of the Fulani herdsmen in the bush, in the high forest, and all that. So, have you heard anything about insecurity lately, like bandits or kidnapping or anything that has to do that means disturbance of the people's movement? So, Black Rice.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I will just permit me to talk briefly on this urban market because I'm kind of attached to that urban market. That is Oba's palace ground. That urban market was inside the Oba's palace in those good old days. That's why it's called urban market. It's not just because it's close to the palace. No, it was inside the palace ground. That's why Eden was buried there in the market. And I happened to grow up there in that area. And that's where a mortar also is immortalized. So we need to really do very well there. That is for the upper market. I'm happy the man is taking good care of that market now. Like I heard is doing something new and try to renovate it and improve on it, the old the faces, the structure and stuff. For the insecurity, it's still there all over the country. The people that instituted the insecurity in Nigeria are the ones clamoring to be the president or vice president now. So how can we ever get away from that problem? How can we ever get away from that problem? Like I heard from the border between Ondo and Edo State. That's where they are now. That's where they are. They are in the bushes there. They are in the Esa area, Uromi. Like the other time, I saw that they killed some of the lunatics, parading as hunters. How can you leave your north and come and be hunting in the south? What are you hunting? What do we have? We don't even have games in the south farms anymore, or the bushes. Are you? What game are you doing there? And Okpebholo went to the countryside, the other side, the north, and started to pledge some money for the dead people. And a lot of people have died in our side. Nobody's pledging nothing for it, and we can't go to farm. So our politics is different now. I don't know. We are too scared to offend certain kind of people or the touch-not people. I mean, if I have my chance, my time to speak with the governor, we shouldn't be afraid to speak out, talk to powers, because we have our own religion. So the Muslim people, they introduced these bandits, claiming to be herdsmen. They're all over the bushes, all over. You cannot say because it's only within those states. No, they're all over the nation. And if we are not careful, they are going to overwhelm us. We don't have nothing to defend ourselves except our cutlasses and hoes to go to farm with. Just before they started the bandit introduction, they seized even my father's double bar that my senior brother inherited. If you have a double barrel, they'll seize it from you. Now, you can't defend yourself. I introduced to those people with their cows, AK-47 and all the rest of it. There is insecurity in that nation. And every state is bearing that blunt of insecurity. We are all having a taste of it. The whole nation. We can't go to farm. Soon I will be asking we're importing gari from China. Chinese, they are very well, they are doing well. They even brought a machine to pound yam so they can bring gari to us and be selling now. So we are going to be dependent on all those things coming from abroad without even doing our own by ourselves. That's the area where I think we should be looking into. I'm happy that Africa, we are trying to become one now. I don't want a situation where we have those too many states. Too many states. How can you get south? I did geography at school. I never saw south. I know southeast, southwest. I never saw south in geography. But today we have south, just to confuse us. And a lot of us were very happy. We are south. What was that for?
Maybe we're going to get west or north.
Imagine. So it's all confusing. People are playing politics to fool us, and they say it's democracy. I don't like democracy because it doesn't pay us. We Africans, that's not our style of ruling over ourselves. They came, they told us ours is very autocratic and it's not good. None of our team pleased them. They just introduced their own and make us to buy it. We have had, how many years now? We have had that for a very long time. So it's time for us to build on our own, like what they're doing now in Burkina Faso. We should try to get away from all these what do you call them? All these British people. I don't like. I mean, we should try as hard as much as we can to rule ourselves our own way. Give power to our Obams back. By the time they were telling us our Obams were too autocratic, we were just buying to their new mirror and spoon and all those things they are bringing to us. Now we've seen it. We can even create our own spoon with wood, with metal. We have Idele is there. We can create all these things now. So it's time for us to start to learn and relearn. You know, all those things that they taught us that is not good for us, we have to put that aside and relearn. I know that is difficult, but we'll get there. I bless you, Rastafari.
Rastafari. Now, you have been listening to the voice of the legendary reggae superstar, Black Rice. And we are still here. And if you're just joining us, remember, this is the Idele-Ero show. We are talking today live on YouTube about the development going on in the new administration of the state, led by Distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo and his deputy, Light Honorable Dennis Idahosa. They are doing well. It's the report that we are getting from the ground. And that's what we are relating to you right now on this platform. Before I turn the microphone over to my brother, Honorable Tony Negro, I know the Black Rice is a scholar from our legendary late superstar Fela Nicola Kokuti. He's a scholar of that shrine, and I think he's still very, very much loyal to that shrine today. I'm talking about Black Rice. So the shrine still lives, and all that they believe in the shrine is still going on with, you know, the people that believe in the truth. Talking about the truth, talking about our legendary Black Rice. He is one of those who believe in the truth, and he will always speak the truth to power. Here's a brief music. I'm going to just play for maybe 30 seconds. A music from our own brother, based in Belgium, Monday midnight. This one he titled our Mumu Don't Do. I'm going to just bring that to you briefly. And he has a lot also to do with activism, but this is just a brief one here from Monday.
something to say to you, and it's not gonna make you feel any good. How long shall we remain in this delusion, trying to borrow our way out of economic depression? Man, it's just an illusion, a revolving door of absolute confusion, from generation to generation. Ever since the end of the first colonization, we've been in the same situation, experiencing the same degradation. And there's absolutely nothing on the horizon to suggest any hope for emancipation. And that right there is the bane of my aggravation. So I gotta ask you this question. Africa, our mumu never. Hey, Africa, our mumu never. Hey, Africa, our mumu never. Hey, Africa, our mumu never. From slavery to colonialism, from colonialism to neo-colonialism.
I want to pause it right there. That is the music of my very own brother, my contemporary in music. Monday Midnight Atmosphere is a Benin-born musician, but based in Belgium. He is one of the boys, like me, of our legendary Black Rice. We are his boys. We will continue to be his boys, and we will continue to be loyal to him as we were loyal to our legendary fella Nicola Pokuti.
Rasta.
Rasta, who passed away some time ago, and he passed on to us, the boy, was to continue to fight the government for the freedom of the people. We are fighting for the emancipation of our people from the chains, that they got on us. They are kneeling on our necks, and then we just begging them to release us. Let the people be free. Give the freedom to the people. So, if Honorable Tony Negro, what do you have to say briefly on the insecurity? Be brief on that, because we still have to touch just about 1 minute on education and hurt. All right. Tony
Thank
Negro.
you. Thank you very much, Honorable Brown. So let me say a very big thank you to big brother, daddy, Black Rice for a well articulated piece. He has he analyzed things from the grassroots all the way. So we appreciate you, and
Thank you.
I still very big thank you to that great articulation. The great Black Rice. Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir.
We know that brother has been saying so much about this insecurity in the state. Let us face our state first, because if we go to Nigeria as large, it might be too much for us. Let us talk specifically
Yeah.
our Edo State. Honorable Idele-Ero has been, he has said so much about the insecurity level in our state.
Yeah, I tried to bring him in, but I guess he's busy or something. Yeah.
That is fine.
Yeah.
I think we have a very poor perception about insecurity. When we kill people that are attacking us, the Northerners will say that they are Fulani. But when they attack us, they will say they are unknown people. They are not Fulani. I want the state, our governor, to define for us the difference between Fulani and then terrorists. To me, that very act has not been given a proper address. If they are terrorists, they should be treated as terrorists.
That's right.
Because we had a very sad reference to before Muhammadu Buhari, our former president, left office. We knew how jail prison was broken into. Now, there were many occasions we caught up with some Boko Haram people. They were put in that prison. And shortly before the Ramadan, that prison was broken into, and all the inmates, they all absconded.
Yes.
While that prison was broken into, no gun was fired. While that prison was broken into, it's like they even made a cup of tea and bread and sardine to eat before they even released them out.
So walk away.
I'm trying to talk to our people so that they can have proper headline for this attack. Most of those people that left that prison or that run away from the prison, they are still the ones who went to attack Benue.
Yes.
So what we're doing is that our attackers were going around the circle with them. In England here and in the United States of America, terrorists are treated as terrorists, not as Fulani herdsmen. So if we come up with some of them, they should be treated as terrorists.
That's right.
Well, very quickly.
2 years, 4 years, it's completely rubbish.
Do you know it has been difficult for people to actually define what the bandits, Boko Haram, and Hesme? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, basically, I think all of them are the same thing. You know, you say Boko Haram, you say, what do you call it, Hesme, and then you also say bandits. They are doing, they are terrorizing the people. So why are we giving them different names when they are, you know, different names, but they are carrying out the same action,
Same function, yeah, the same act.
the same attack, the same form of attack? They keep telling us, you know, acronyms, bandits, Hesme, Boko Haram, and they are doing the same thing. They are all terrorists anyway. I'm sorry, I just wanted to interject right there because we need that clarification maybe in another time. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much for being on the same page with me. And Black Rice, I can hear your talk on the background. A big thank you to you too. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Those people, our governor, those State Excellency, Akpaku Rescue, you need to rescue us now. You need to define to your people now, to Edo people, the difference between terrorists and Fulani people. Everybody caught should not be allowed to spend more than 2 days in prison. They should be taken care of according to the offense committed. Because you're going to the north the other day to settle the incident of
Kurobi.
What Uromi?
Yes.
Fine, you have done that. We appreciate you. And we also acknowledge some of the mistakes that went into action. We know you wasn't 100% right, but no problem. I think it was an eye opener for Edo people, and we learn our lessons from that.
Right.
So, if any of these people are caught and they are terrorists, they should be treated as terrorists. Terrorists, you don't go to terrorists to settle anything with terrorists.
No negotiation. No
No.
compromise.
All the attacks they have done so far, have you seen any Fulani come to apologize to you or do any settlement?
No way.
Come. Because when they attack these people, we say they are Fulani or Fulani. Then when we attack them, they say, oh, yeah, our people are Fulani na attack. And these people are not Fulanis, they are terrorists.
They are
That's the truth.
terrorists.
Because in this country, in the United Kingdom of Great Britain, here, trust me, they treat terrorists as terrorists.
That's it.
They treat terrorists as terrorists. No need to put them in prison like the mistake we made before in Kuji prison. They kept people there for years, and only one day they break out of that prison. They all left the prison. No gun was fired.
Yeah.
Up to now, no even one of them has been caught.
That means some people, it's a job, it's a eternal job right there.
Yes.
It was perfectly done, you know. Eternal job. People who work there should have been held responsible as well.
We're not stupid in Edo State.
At all.
Our state is an ancient state. We are one of the very first human beings who exist for Nigeria soil.
No doubt.
We're not stupid. Please, from now, and my message to His Excellency Senator Monday Okpebholo is to give us a special headline for this behavior and be able to tell us the difference between Fulani and terrorist attackers. Because you punish people according to the gravity of the offense committed.
That's right.
We are all aware of the attack that happened recently in Benue State. It is, did you see anybody come to apologize to the state governor? No, nothing. So they should never put any terrorists for more than 2 days.
All right. Okay, because of time, we're going to quickly move to say just a minute for each of you. Probably, I don't know, you guys are not so much on ground, but I know you get your information live every day. Media across the world, you know, like a very little village. So, on education so far, what can you just say? Because we're going to talk more about all this in subsequent broadcasts, and also we can't just talk about all in one day. But in education and health services in Edo State, is there any improvement so far? What can you tell us that the government is doing to improve on education and the health of the health services to the people? I give the microphone over to our legendary Black Rice.
Yes, my brother, thank you very much. Education and healthcare is a major problem. We don't have, there's something to write home about on that aspect. To my mind, I remember when I went to school in Benin City, it was different. It's quite different from what they are doing now. You know, children carrying chairs to school and all those things. I never did that. And the only time I saw semblance of good education was the time of Oshomole, you know, with his red roof and all those things. But now, I don't know what this man is doing yet. You know, we have to just give him time to see what he wants to do, or if he's continuing on that line or the line of Obaseki. As for healthcare, I don't see anything there too, because I just learned that Obaseki closed down the general hospital, tried to turn it to a kind of a museum or something. I don't know what. I mean, you know, that's why I don't like these politicians, man. They just come, turn everything upside down because you're giving them the power to do something to benefit everybody. They think theirs is the best now, you know, turning everything upside down. You know, I've not heard anything from that aspect, that area anyway, because I don't want to just talk of things I don't know nothing about. I give thanks.
All right, thank you so much, sir. With that being said, we pass the microphone to our brother once again, Chief Tony Negro. Just mention what you can tell us about the improvement in that area of education and health services. So, the provision of good health care to our people, adequate health care to our people. Can you just please briefly tell us what you know about that? Otherwise, we're
Yeah,
going to make it, elaborate on it or on them in subsequent broadcasts, okay? So that we can undergo some research. Yeah, but right now, what can you tell us about
yeah. Thank you very much. And I personally aware of some of the improvement in some schools that or those that really benefited from Senator Monday Okpebholo's administration. We have a commissioner on ground, Dr. Paddy Yamu. I earlier said in this broadcast that Paddy Yamu's job or his work has really stand out. Some of the schools that were recently renovated, there are schools that I know personally. I know the condition of those schools before Okpebholo came to power in November last year. And I'm sure that yourself, great Idele-Ero, you are fully aware of these schools. If I want to make reference to some of them for you, you will know. If I can near the paper, that secondary school there, you know
I
that
know it.
place.
Yes.
I know those are part of your own territory anyway.
Yeah, that's my
Okay.
constituency anyway.
You
Yeah.
talk about
Ebomisi Secondary School in Igbo near 94 under
near 94. You see, this is what Edo people say capital no to now.
Okay.
Because when Governor Obaseki was in power, these schools, the conditions of this school, only God can tell. It was
is, in fact, Obaseki used a very lovely slogan to destroy our state. He said, Edo best. What is Edo best when there is no roof in classrooms? That it was Obaseki's time that they were carrying chairs and table, individual students, take them from home to school to ride, because if they leave it in school, they will not meet that locker the next day. They will steal them overnight. Sometimes when they come to school in the morning, the classrooms are all messed up. So we know that all what Obaseki did about education was all, in fact, propaganda. He had that lady with the big ass. What's her name? Dr.
Oh, please stop it there.
Dr. Viawe. That lady, she was untouchable under Obaseki's government. When she goes to any place, it takes her half an hour to come down from her vehicle. She's posed inside the vehicle, fat, and you hear her breathing like
Chief Tony Negro.
In fact, that lady, she was untouchable under Obaseki's government. She messed up schools.
Anyway.
Even my community in Use,
Yes.
Use Secondary School,
Was affected, right?
Nothing has been done there, or nothing was done under Godwin Obaseki. So, Paddy Yamu needs to visit that school and do the needful. So we thank God, propaganda government has stopped now. This is the more reason you see that we are insisting that there is no more room for propaganda. The schools are now getting better. Trust me, it's a lot of work, black rice, that was left for Paddy Yamu in education sector.
I know.
So this work is not going to be achieved fully overnight. Our people need to be patient for work to progress in this sector. Empty schools, no roof, nothing, no window, no doors in the classrooms.
You see?
The Evike one now, I think, is been fixed now to standard. They have concluded on that. I play football there some weekends with them. The football clubs there, I'm their patron. I play with them. So I know that school.
Wow.
Honorable Ero, we continue to encourage Paddy Yamu.
Okay.
We are happy with the direction things are going. And this is also to explain further about all these things to our big daddy, Black Rice.
Yes, sir.
The examples we just gave to you, there are things that we know. Even Honorable Ero knows these schools.
Yes, very well.
So there have been practical improvements, because this very platform, this is where practical governance came from. Yeah, this is the headquarters.
Yes.
Glad to hear that.
Yes.
So that is it. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. God bless you.
Wow. Great political analyst of all time, Chief Honorable Tony Negro. I appreciate you as always. Anyway, hopefully one day or someday we will invite all these people, the Commissioner for Education, Paddy Yamu, and the Commissioner for Health, Honorable Shomola, we will invite all of them to come and speak to the people on the progress they are making in their area, okay? So we will do that. So if they are listening to us now, we will make the invitation open to them whenever they feel comfortable. They are very welcome to come and speak to their people, our people, through this platform, okay? So, and we are about to draw the curtain because the time has been well spent here on the Idele-Ero show. We hope that all our listeners, you enjoy every little bit of it, and we are going to bring you more. We're going to continue to bring you more information, more encouragement to the government, and there is no going back. It is always forward, ever. And with that being said, I'm going to just give 30 seconds each to both of you to give us your last word on this broadcast today, and what you got to the message you have for the government in particular. The people are already waiting to witness, a great governance, practical governance. So, what would you, the message that you send to our governor, His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo? I'm talking about our legendary Black Rice. Make your last word with the message to the governor.
Yeah, thank you very much. In my submission, I just want to tell the governor that he shouldn't keep money for anybody's campaign and election, because he just took over. So there's no need to think about your godfather now. All money must be channeled to the program you have said you are going to accomplish in your time. We're not going to ask your godfather or Shomole what he did, what you did. Just keep all your money, any money you're getting, use it for your project. Let Oshomole go and look for money to do his whole campaign and all the rest. He knows what area he wants to. Some of them, they are forming new party now. So they are looking for all their governor friends or governor stooges to come and donate towards that. Yeah, that's Nigeria for you now. So we need all our cent, all our kobo, our naira for our project in Edo State, please.
Okay.
Thank you. No buying of 4x4 Toyota Cruiser for anybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We are always appreciate you. Look at that. It's not everybody that can, come out boldly to say, hey, this is exactly the way he feels and the way it is supposed to be. Yeah, whatever money that is meant for Edo State government, guess what? Should be spent for Edo people. That's it. Very simple. You make revenue, and you also get allocation from the benefits put together is for the development of Edo State that will make our people happy. That's a message, a very good message to our governor. Thank you so much, our daddy, legendary Mark Wright.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Now, next is our Honorable Chief Tony Nigo Irabo. Go ahead, sir. The message to the governor.
Yeah, Your Excellency, my executive governor of Edo State, thank you for all the good work you are doing. We appreciate you. We love you. We care about you. A good governance usually will listen to its citizens' requests. Because if you don't listen to your citizens' requests, you will do what we call misplaced priority. You'll be doing things that your people say they don't need. And remember, you are there to serve the people. They put you in the office to serve them and not the other way around. Thank you for everything. Your Excellency, also please find time to deal with the ongoing uprising problem in the diaspora. So please, we need you to get into that case and sort it out accordingly. We appreciate you, and we say very big thank you to you and your deputy governor Right Honorable Dennis Idausa, Mr. Project. He has done so much in Ovia before he came into power. We haven't been seeing much of him recently, but I know he's working because some of the things that are under his office, we can see good results coming from them. So, great Deputy Governor, we love you, we appreciate you, and we'll continue to pray for you to excel in that office. Thank you very much, everyone. Our great daddy, Black Rice,
Thank you, sir.
Honorable Joe Brown Idele-Ero, and all the people who took our time to listen and subscribe to this, our channel. I thank you all. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Remember this, that whatever has a beginning always have an end. And I want to, at this moment, appreciate our brothers who are members of this platform that were on today. I recognize our brother, Ambassador Biki Uwaifo, who for some reason was unable to attend this show today. But hopefully, by God's grace, we pray for good health, and next time he will be here with us. We also want to appreciate our brother, the security expert based in Germany. We're talking about Honorable Prince Jack Sampson, Idele-Ero. The Benawina one of Germany. He is also a member of this platform. He was also unavoidably absent today. But we hope that they will come back with us next time we are having this broadcast. Usually, as it is advertised here, every Saturday, at least every Saturday will be here. But in case of some demands, popular demand, we can come like midweek or any other time to bring you the live broadcast on the Idele-Ero show, live on YouTube and other social media handles. I appreciate my very own daddy here, my mentor, the legendary Black Rice Society, and my brother, Honorable Tony Mingro. We are very connected in so many areas, you know. We're connected in sports, we're connected in politics, and we're connected in media, you know. Analysis, like he's a great political analyst. We all know him. So we are very, very well connected. I'm connected to my mentor here, musically, to Black Rice Society, and I'm connected to my brother, Honorable Chief Tony Negro, politics and sports. Here we want to say thank you to our audience who has taken their time to stay with us and listen to this broadcast live. But if you were unable to listen live, it is going to be always available right there on YouTube on www.youtube.com/Joe-Ero100. That's our channel. You may want to go over there and subscribe to it, that you will always join us whenever we have our broadcast live. We thank you so much, and I'm always here concerned about the welfare of our people. Be informed and be empowered. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Have a nice weekend. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone. God bless you.